Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Real quick, a history lesson on the men's college basketball tournament and the first tournament that was called March Madness. March Madness was a name that was born in 1985, the year Villanova upset the big favorite Georgetown 66 to 64. And when the March Madness tournament began, it was a field of 64 teams. In the language of gematria, March Madness sums to 64, just like Villanova Wildcats, just like Georgetown Hoyas, the two teams that faced off. And prior to the score being 66 to 64, it was 64 to 64. Villanova 66 to 64, April 1st, 1985. What's interesting about them changing the tournament name in that year was that it was the 47th men's college basketball tournament, a tradition that began in 1939. The Oregon Webfoots won the first one in 39 over the Ohio State Buckeyes. 47 is a very special number in the history of sports. Just real quick, the championship to conclude this 47th men's tournament, but the first one, known as March Madness, was in Rupp Arena, which equals 47, like foundation. In Freemasonry, there's something called the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. Very significant to Freemasonry, the Freemason compass and square, which has a big G on it, kind of like Georgetown, the Catholic school. The compass above the big G is at 47 degrees. There's 47 degrees of curvature between the legs of the compass. And with regards to sports history, the first Super Bowl season of the NFL was the 47th season. The first NBA championship was in 47, the Philadelphia Warriors beating the Chicago Stags. MLB and NHL created their logos in 47. It's always a relevant number in the world of sports. So Rupp Arena, and with regards to 1985, the word basketball equals 85. Villanova's won the tournament twice. They won it in 85, and they won last year, 31 years later, in a big tribute to the Catholic Church and the Jesuit order and Pope Francis. Or Villanova, a Catholic school. Anyway, from 85 to 2016 was 31 years. Basketball 85. Basketball 31. I just make this point to show you that, again, all throughout sports history, the games have been scripted to certain numbers that are tributes to rituals that are significant. A big 64 tribute to the first March Madness, the tournament field of 64 teams. Nova shocks Georgetown, captures NCAA title. They love that word shocks because it has gematria of 33. Notice this evening South Carolina won its 33rd game of the season. North Carolina has a chance to do the same thing tomorrow. And speaking of South Carolina in 66, South Carolina, with the S exception, he's recalled it the single reduction. Anyhow, South Carolina has the gematria of 57 as well as 66, both numbers relevant. 57 is our number connected to championships. This year a South Carolina championship, but the 66 always close by. We just saw Mississippi State win 66 to 64. Big tournament upset by the numbers. If you missed my video on Mississippi State upsetting UConn, breaking the streak at 111, you better check that out. Mississippi State 111, beating UConn's record. And who was in attendance was Dakota Rain Prescott, who went to Mississippi State. And the game was played in Dallas, where he's now the NFL QB. The world of sports, it's all scripted, it's all ritual, it's all numerical tributes, and it's part of an ongoing cycle. You learn to read the code, you can often see what's next. So that concludes this history lesson. Till next time, Truth Seeker. Encore Truth Seeker. I just thought about something. With regards to 1985 being the first men's tournament, that was 32 years ago, meaning this is the 33rd March Madness tournament. We're seeing South Carolina win with their 33rd win of the season, being the champion of the tournament. And North Carolina, again, can win their 33rd game tomorrow over the team that's connected to the Catholic Church, the C, the third letter, the CC, the 33. The 33rd March Madness tournament, will both champions be from the Carolinas in their 33rd win? Highly likely. Until next time.